I'm going to show you how to make super simple 20-minute flatbreads on your charcoal barbecue. Got some leftover picanha. This was cooked over fire yesterday. We wanted to have it in some flatbreads today, so thought I'd put this process down on video and show you just how easy they are. Let's go. Super easy ingredients, you only need 4. Good quality flour, I'm using pizza flour, but you can use bread flour, baking powder, natural yogurt, the cheap stuff's fine, and a good quality salt. You can leave this out, but they taste much better with it. I'm gonna make 2 flatbreads. I'll put the recipe in the caption and just scale the ingredients for whatever you need. So first up, 100 grams of flour, about a teaspoon of baking powder, doesn't need to be too precise, decent pinch of salt, and 75 grams of natural yogurt. And we're just gonna bring this together in the bowl to start with. And then once it gets this sort of breadcrumby texture, we're gonna get our hands in and start bringing this together. Just squeezing, just to work the flour through the yogurt. And it can feel pretty dry to start with, but resist the temptation to add any more yogurt. And once that's come together into one dough mass, we'll get it out onto the board. And we're not kneading as say here, we're just continuing to work the dough so there's no lumps and that we've got one nice smooth mass of dough. This will take about 2 minutes. I hate kneading, so if that's what's putting you off, you've got no excuse. Right, we're almost there. You can just work it in your hands like this if you like. And at this stage, I'm just waiting to feel that those granules of salt are disappearing. Otherwise, the dough's basically ready. I'm just gonna put this into some semblance of a dough ball. Doesn't need to be smooth like bread or pizza dough. You know, it can be pretty ragged. That looks good. Onto a piece of cling film and a nice tight seal. If you prefer to use a small Tupperware, you can. This just keeps it nice and airtight. Right, dough's ready. That wants about a 15 to 20 minute rest, so I'm gonna light the barbecue. By the time we're at temperature, we can cook the flatbreads. 1 chimney of charcoal, and when we're done, we're gonna snuff it out and reuse it. You'll probably be cooking your fillings on the barbecue, so just make sure you've got good heat left in the charcoal. You'll be absolutely fine. Right, we're good. I'm using good quality British charcoal, so that'll take about 10 minutes to come up to temperature, and then we can roll out and cook these flatbreads. See you then. Right, the charcoal's ready, so we're gonna get that tipped out, get the grill grates on, make sure our barbecue's ready, and then we'll roll out these flatbreads. As always, we've given ourselves a hot side and a cold side to the barbecue. We shouldn't need it for flatbreads, but it's always smart. So we want a sensible amount of flour on the bench, divide up into 2 dough balls, and before rolling, I'm just gonna round them off a little bit, and we'll get a rounder end result. So first step is to stretch with our fingers, just like we would a pizza. And we're just pressing down with the flat part of our fingers here until we feel like we need the rolling pin. Bit of flour on our rolling pin because it will stick. And then really simple, these don't need to be round, they don't need to be pretty. We're just gonna keep going until we've got a nice thin flatbread. I would say about 2 to 3 millimeters thick is what we're looking for. There we go, gorgeous. That's number 1. I'm gonna roll out number 2 and then we'll grill them both. There we go, 2 flatbreads ready to cook. Let's get these on the coals and then we can eat. So we go to the barbecue, lay this straight on the grill grates directly over the coals. These do cook super quickly, so make sure you're on hand. You're gonna see it bubble up like this. Just wanna make sure it's free from the grill grates and flip it. And we can just pull it over to the cold side to check. Wants a little bit more on that side. A little bit of colour just here. And there you go, that one's done. And on with our second. I'm just gonna flip this over. See here, we're just watching for this bubbling up. I wanna see it bubble up over the whole surface. And that should be good to go. Gorgeous. Yeah, just check that side. Just a tiny bit more. And then we'll bring this over here and we can start thinking about eating. And we'll bring them over here and we can get them built and we can eat. Get the lid on this barbecue, shut the charcoal down. That's lid on, all the vents closed. The charcoal's gonna snuff out and we can use it again another day. Right, couple of super simple flatbreads. Sriracha mayo for Heather. A much superior horseradish mayo for me. Some leaves, definitely need eating up. And then we're gonna go on with some beautiful strips of our picanha. Going on with these cold, this was cooked to a beautiful rare, so if we reheat this, it's gonna be nasty, so perfect cold steak sandwich. Oh, that looks amazing. Don't hate me for having more than her. It's her personal choice. So there we go, super simple, 20-minute flatbreads. They're so easy, they're so much better than what you can get in the supermarket, so please get out there and make them. Right, it's time for me to eat, and Heather's sitting inside super patiently, so I better get hers inside. If you've enjoyed this video, please give us a like and a subscribe, and I'll see you soon. Cheers. Soft, light, honestly, so much better than the supermarket.